My husband served in Iraq in 2003, and then he served in a second deployment in 2009. And that was when we started noticing that he was withdrawing, having nightmares, all these signs that come up with post-traumatic stress. Later I realized there are a lot of people out there that feel alone. I thought maybe I could offer some hope and some insight on what it's like to live with someone with post-traumatic stress. And it's a long journey, and for us it's never stopped. We have to face this every day. And some days it's good and some days it's bad, but we believe that there is hope. I would not have published anything if he had not agreed to it. And at first he was resistant. But one day he came up to me and he said, you know what, I've been thinking, and this really could help others. I remember one time I was talking to him and I was asking him questions about what war was like, because I didn't know what war was like. And I wanted to put an aspect in the book about what it's like to be a soldier. And of course he wrote that chapter, but I also wanted to elaborate on that. He got a letter out, and it was a letter from a soldier that had been given to him because he's was a chaplain's assistant. The soldier had written how he didn't believe in God anymore, and he didn't want to be there, and he just wanted to go home to his family. And my husband said, I used to get these type of letters all the time, and I don't know what to do with them because I felt the same way. And so that kind of communication, I remember, was the first time that he had ever shared with me what he felt about the war, what he went through when he was in the war. And I stopped him and I said, oh my goodness, Wes, you just broke down that wall. And I think the book was a great facilitator in that. I would like readers who have went through a similar situation, first of all, I want them to know that they're not alone. I think many of the aspects of my story they would probably find themselves in, whether it's dealing with the nightmares, dealing with violence, dealing with depression, a spouse that maybe is having a hard time keeping a job, having a hard time even, getting up in the morning. These are all real issues that a family unit has to deal with when they have when they live with a vet that has post-traumatic stress. I would love to just raise awareness of what this truly is and how our veterans need support, and their families, with counseling, financial support. Veterans organization, the VA, is doing all that it can, but it can't do it alone. This is a chance that we can go out, and change this. And it's just going to take a lot of work, a lot of collaboration, a lot of information to make that happen, but we can do it.